Morning, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to grab a place to sit. We're going to talk about aligning with resistance. This is on request from a ton of you after a video that I shot just the other day where I asked you, hey, would finding out how to align with your resistance, would that be helpful? A bunch of you said yes. So awesome, let's do it right now. So here's the deal, and this has to do with communication is such a big deal, guys. Communication with ourselves, communication with other people, friends, family, strangers, people in the workplace, clients, the universe. I mean, how we communicate, the way we communicate is a big deal. And in communication, one of the biggest things that comes up is resistance. And you know what that's like, where one person says something and then you say something else and then they seem to dig in their heels even more. Or we do this with ourselves all the time, right? Where we start beating up on ourselves, where it's like, why are you being so lazy? Or I don't know what I want. What's wrong with me? Those sort of things. That's resistance, right? So anytime that we are telling ourselves or someone else that what they are feeling or wanting isn't true or isn't okay, that creates resistance. And that resistance causes us or the other person to dig in their heels and want or feel the thing even more. It is a strange thing that happens. It is just true. It is a natural thing. It's sort of like if a kid wants a cookie and they're like, I want a cookie, and you say, no, you can't have a cookie because you want them to have their dinner first, but you say, no, you can't have a cookie. They want that cookie even more now, right? They dig in their heels even, but I need it, and it turns into this whole thing. There is a way to, instead of, what we try to do is we try to get rid of resistance. We try to sort of bully our resistance away. We do it with ourselves all the time. Recently I was working with someone who's like, Kristen, I'm so lazy right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. And that's it. She was trying to bully herself into not procrastinating, into not feeling lazy, and all that was doing, it was making her more tired. She was like, I am exhausted right now, and it seems like the more I want to get unstuck, the more exhausted I get. Well, that's because she was resisting her resistance as opposed to aligning with it. Okay, so here's the quick tip. This is what you do. Anytime there's resistance, this is including and almost especially in your communication with yourself, by the way. This is a huge thing. Anytime you're feeling with resistance, you want to align with it first, because then you don't give your resistance something to dig in against, right? Because often, if you're feeling lazy, if you're feeling like you're procrastinating, you don't want to be procrastinating, but the second you start to try to bully yourself out of it, then you're digging in your heels even more. As my client said, she was just exhausted. Okay, it's not that you don't want the kid to ever have a cookie. It's just you want them to have their dinner first, right? Because that makes sense. So it's not that you don't want them to ever have a cookie. You don't want them to feel stupid for having a cookie. You don't want them to feel badly for wanting a cookie. It's just you want them to have their dinner first. So instead of trying to bully them into not having a cookie, where it's like, no, because I said so, that thing, anything because I said so just makes us dig in more. It just does. Leave me a comment right now. Let me know if this makes sense to you. If you're like, oh, yep, you know what? I recognize that I probably do this with myself. Everybody does, by the way, so don't freak out about it. I probably do this with myself. I might even do this with other people. And I see now how I'm giving my resistance something more to fight against. Okay, when we resist our resistance, we get stuck in even more resistance. I mean, I know that sounds repetitive, but it's true. So here's how you align with it. Instead of trying to bully it away, or instead of trying to sweep it under the carpet, or instead of trying to have willpower against it, which is just another form of bullying, you are going to align yourself with it. And aligning yourself with it is not saying, yes, this resistance is happening and let's do this. Let's stay here. It's just saying, it's acknowledging it. It's not trying to say it doesn't exist, because in truth, that's all that's causing us to dig in even more, is when we feel negated. So, like with the kid, actually, here's a better example. So if you're feeling like you're procrastinating, or if you're feeling really lazy, we all go through these times, right? And what you want to do is beat yourself up about it. Instead of beating yourself up about it, because that's the bullying version, that's not going to work. You instead are going to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm feeling really low energy. I'm feeling a little lazy right now. Just acknowledging it, that doesn't make you any less of a person. We all feel lazy at times, okay? So I'm feeling a little lazy right now. Well, the second you do that, bam, you have aligned yourself with the resistance. You haven't said don't exist. You haven't said you don't exist. You've just said, yeah, okay, I'm feeling that way right now. It's an acknowledgement. You're aligning yourself with it. And then you can ask yourself the powerful question of, okay, even with feeling lazy right now, like what's one small thing I can do just so that I feel like, hey, you know what, I've done something even though I'm feeling lazy right now. And instantly you'll find that your brain comes up with these answers. You'll find something really small that you can do and you'll do it. And often then you get yourself out of feeling stuck. A lot of times procrastination and feeling stuck is just because you've been resisting your resistance for so long that you're stuck in the mud, right? The worst thing you can do when you're in quicksand is fight. The best thing you can do is relax, and then you're sort of working with it, because when you fight, you get sucked down further. It's the same thing with this stuff. So that's how you align with your resistance. You literally acknowledge it. You go, okay, yeah, this is how I'm feeling right now. This is how I'm feeling right now. Even with how I'm feeling right now, you know, is there one thing I could do that actually I'm like, oh yeah, that would be a good thing to do. Really small, pick something really small. I mean, similar, so let's go back to the kid. If the kid says, I want a cookie, and you go, you know what, I totally get that you want a cookie. I want a cookie too. How about we go ahead, we have dinner, and then that cookie is gonna taste even better at that point. How does that sound? And that, I mean, that's a totally different thing. You didn't get into an argument. So don't get into arguments with yourself. Stop trying to push things under the carpet. This is a really quick one. I just wanted to give you a hint at what I'm talking about when I say align with your resistance. Let me know, you know, share this with people. Anybody that you know, I mean, so many people get stuck in this stuff. So anybody you know that this could help, please share it because it's really helpful. I'm also I'll go ahead and put in the comments below or in the description, depending on if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. I'll go ahead, I'm gonna put, if you like this stuff, if this stuff is helpful to you, I'm gonna put a gift down there, so you can just click the link, have a gift, it's totally free, just to help you do more of this stuff and really get more of this stuff. I just wanna really be able to help you move forward and keep sort of aligning yourself and getting into massive positive action that feels good, so you're not feeling like you're trying to bully yourself with willpower and all that stuff. Okay, so leave me a comment, say hello, share this, and check out the free gift link that I will put there for you, and enjoy, and until the next time, keep going big. Bye guys.